Hey everybody, it's Carrie the Paper Monkey. We're going to jump right into this. I just finished my Barbie journal. Now, just to let you know, I have a lot more ephemera for a Barbie journal. Some that folks have sent me along the way because I mentioned it a long time ago that I was going to do a Barbie journal. But I do have plans to do another Barbie journal, so that ephemera won't go to waste, believe me. Let's jump into what I did here with this one. This is a little golden book. I found this little golden book on eBay. So it wasn't a thrift store price. It wasn't that bad, though. I think I wound up paying $4 or $5, and that included shipping. But, not $1. But it was what I wanted, so I splurged a little bit. The World of Barbie. I actually got this inspiration from Possum Patty. I will make sure and link her video in the description because, again, she did this same book, and whenever I saw this Barbie little golden book, I was so inspired. I had to go and get this exact book because it's very beautiful. I loved all the images in it. As you can see here, I made a tassel, but you can take it off. It's 2 rings on this particular golden book. Someone said one time that they felt like 2 rings on certain size books, like a smaller book like this, was easier to manage than when you did the 3 rings. The jury's kind of still out for me. I think what I should have done maybe is bring them in just a touch more, but it still works. Little yo-yo that I made, and I just hung a little, you can see here, one of my little junk journal jewelries on it. You'll see that I did some fabric washi on the spine whenever I cut it, and then just adhered some rickrack to it. There is a little library pocket. You can put your name or whatever information you want to put here. A lot of florals in this one. This is just a trim, but it's a velour type feel. I love the feel of that and thought it played well with this color here. This is a new paper pack from Hobby Lobby. I saw Meg at Chasing Retro pick this paper pack up, and it's really lovely, so I ran and picked one up too. I'm glad that I was able to get it. This is one of my fabric tags that I recently made, and I think I'm going to sit down and make some more. I'm not sure this weekend or not, but I do think I'm going to sit down and make some more. Love them. This is this was actually in a previous life, it was just a card from a card pack that I had gotten at Hobby Lobby, and I ran it through the embossing machine. Yeah, and it did that. I guess because it has a white core. I'm assuming because I didn't do that. I can promise you, I did not do that. These are some belly bands that I recently made. You can see here, and you can actually, if you wanted, it's a double belly band. You can put one there and one there. Yep. And here the book is all in place, and I put rickrack on one side of every page of the book. Has rickrack on it. Just love that. I tried to do some sewing on the other pages. Here is just an envelope. Look at these images, how pretty. Isn't she lovely? That's some a paper pack that I recently picked up at a thrift store, actually. Here's another one of those. I just cut the card in half, but that's another one of those cards, and this is a belly band. Here's the rickrack that I mentioned. It's just on one side of the story, though. I didn't put it on both. Here's a little up tuck. You can see these daisy cards. I picked these up at Five Below. It's been a few months now since I got them, but if you're interested, they're so cute. You may want to check Five Below, or just keep checking back at Five Below because they have some really cute playing cards. This is actually was a sticker pack from Dollar Tree. Here's another page in the book, and here's the rickrack. This is a page from Granny Chic. And here's one of my fabric ruffles. Isn't she cute? Love the Granny Chic book. Absolutely love it. I need to do a be on the lookout for Granny Chic. Because there's some of you that may not know. I didn't know about Granny Chic until, 6 months ago? Maybe I'll do a be on the lookout for Granny Chic. Here's one of my fabric clusters. And this is fabric washi that I made a long time ago, but I'll just put it on the edge of that. This is actually from a photo book. I just took the clear, I cut the sleeve off and took the clear part off because that's where you would slide your photos. That's all that is. But I just love the paper. I thought it was cool. And, you know, a vintage flashcard. And this is another piece of junk journal jewelry that I made. Yeah. Here is a envelope that I made. And I just tucked some, this is just some plain, it's really not plain paper, but it was like a border. I think Angela sent this to me in Happy Mail, and I just cut it down to fit in the card. I thought it was so interesting looking. And then I just clipped it with one of these little gold clips, and I put a little ribbon on it. Here's another little tuck and a little envelope, a little card that I made, little journaling card. And here are some, this is actually a gift tag. And I just stuck it, it fit perfectly into that little envelope. So I said, well, there you go. I was going to do some stamping on this. And then I thought, no, I'm going to leave it. I'm going to leave the whole page plain because I have this on it. But you can if you wanted to. You could put some stamping or stenciling even if you wanted to. This is just a little fabric cluster that had a button. And I made this a long time ago, just part of in my stash. I use these tickets as a little belly band. I got these from Carla. They're so pretty because they're pink. And then this is a card. And I just thought it was interesting. A wood grain card. And it fit perfectly, again, across the page and in this belly band. Here's the other, another book page with a rickrack. Here's another tuck, another floral tuck with one of those same paper pads and then an image I just fussy cut. And then this is actually flips out. And this comes out, little journaling card. Yeah. Look how pretty. This is from a vintage book. I don't know if I have that handy or I'd show it to you guys. Because it's pretty cool. It is. That's a cool book. Another book page with a rickrack. Look how pretty she is. Isn't this the best Barbie book ever? I love this one. I'm so thankful for Possum Patty for finding this and sharing, because she did a whole junk journal. She made a whole junk journal out of hers too. It came out so good. Here's just some journaling cards. These were pre-made. And just a little tuck spot, another little tuck spot. Look at these. Look at these little ladies. Yeah. And then just a journaling card. Different doesn't mean wrong. Thank God. I'm about as different as you come. This came out of a calligraphy book or a handwriting book. I liked it. And then a couple of more of those little journaling cards. Liked them. Fabric cluster and a fabric ruffle. I guess this is one of the only pages that doesn't have the rickrack because I had already put the fabric ruffle. So yeah. And I didn't do any sewing on this one because I didn't want it to come through on this pocket. But I fussy cut this Barbie out of a coloring book, as you can tell. But you could color it if you wanted to. Trust your crazy ideas. Yeah. This storybook with the rickrack. Isn't she cute? I think she's so cute. This is actually, watch. This is actually a little tuck. I just forgot to put my little, I'd meant to put those in there. But you know, I'm going to stamp on those. That's why I had them over here in my little side dish. I meant to stamp on them and I completely forgot. Here's a double tuck. And this was just a journaling card that came out of an old paper pack that I had. And some pre-made ephemera, store-bought ephemera. Oh, look at this little junk journal jewelry. Isn't she cute? And then the little ruffle that I made. I love these pages. I coffee dyed these pages. They came in a book like this, and I just coffee dyed them, and I just love the look of them. It may not actually go, you know, like the aesthetic may not go with this book, but I liked it. Little fabric cluster. This is drawer liner. This is drawer liner. And this pocket is stuffed full. I sat down and mass made a bunch of these one day just because I just had some scraps. And I was watching Meg at Chasing Retro make what she calls TV cards. And I thought, you know what, I have a bunch of scraps I can do something with. So that's what I did. While you were out message pad, this is just part of a scrap piece of paper, actually, from a paper pack. And then this I put on a piece of cardstock. Here's another book page with a rickrack. Look, I am curious and like to solve mysteries. I can be a detective. Me too, Barbie. Me too. Here's the, a lot of this fabric you'll notice is throughout the book. I used a lot of the same fabric. I sat and mass made these one day. These are just some bigger journal tags. Just thought they were, you know, book page, some scraps of some paper packs, and then just a little piece of pre-made ephemera for the focal point. I love to do that. Some days I just, you know, just want to just sit down and make something. And those are such quick gratification. I like to do that. Again, I was going to do some stenciling on this one. And I thought, you know what? No, I'm going to leave it plain. Let me just, you know, leave some room here. Butterfly. And then these were scrap paper. And I did stamp on those. And that's just a pre-made ephemera. Book page rickrack. Oops. It's my page number. So I don't get them out of order. That's how I do it. I put a little post-it note. Little ledger, but I put washi on this side, and then I bolstered it on where the holes are at with some of the paper pack. Some of the scraps from the paper pack. And I don't know if y'all noticed or not, but I do have, let me show you. I do have some little clear hole reinforcers that I had gotten. Again, I don't know if I can get my hands on those real quick. But you can get them, if you're interested in something like that, you can get them off Amazon. They're fairly inexpensive. If I find them, I'll put the link in the video so you can... So it'll just be easier if you want to just click on that link. You can go straight to it. I forget exactly how much they cost, but they're fairly inexpensive. This is a file folder I cut down. And then another one of those like TV type cards. And just a bunch of ephemera. The difference in this one is the front pocket is a pocket. The front piece, layered piece, is a pocket. And the back is a pocket. Oh, and look, I put a yo-yo, a little mini yo-yo on the ruffle here. and then a little side tuck, and I stamped these, as you can see, boo-boo, stamped these little scrap pieces of paper, rounded off the corners so they'd look a little more finished. This is from How to Be a Daisy. Love that book. Love that book. Here's your practice calligraphy page, book. Oh, this is the shorthand book. Greg shorthand book. Yeah, I finally found one, and I was so excited. I had not had one, but it looks like something got on here. I don't know what got on there. This is from a children's book that I just fell in love with. What are little girls made of? Here is, and you see, I need to put a piece of, let me mark that so I can go back and put a piece of a tag in the back there. This is just, you know, as you can see, just wax paper. I just like the look of it and the feel of it. And again, the holes are reinforced with the little clear things. These images came out of a book called Moms, actually, and I just loved it. I loved it behind this image. I love the way it looks. Little ledger paper, part of the Barbie book. This is, of course, as you can tell, an envelope, and I'll leave part of it open so I can just slide a few little strips in there. You can take and, you know, use those later or whatever. And here is the envelope part that will swing out, and I made this little journal card. This is out. She's a character out of a little golden book, and I love her. Love her. And then this is a card. I'm going to actually make a junk journal out of this book. I think it's called I Can Fly. I think that one's called I Can Fly. Then you can see this is Richard Scarry, Hopscotch. This is from this a reproduction of the Sears and Roebuck's catalog from like the 1800s. Oh, look him. Look him. Hold on. Let me put my envelope back. Richard Scarry. And he's so cute. I thought he was cute. Oh, look. I've used a clear... These little clear tabby things... Oh, they're not going to stick. Uh-oh. Nothing like live television, folks. Look. Boo-boo. Oh, wow. Oh, shoot. And I used, I used Fabri-Tac. I thought Fabri-Tac would stick to anything. Okay, well, I'll have to remove that and replace that. Okay, I'll do that. But that's another one of those big tags. Okay, I'll have to remember to remove this page too. Yeah. Well, shoot. I'll have to take this off for sure because this is one of those file folders that I love so much. I'd gotten these at a thrift store. It's the Barbie book with the rickrack. Oh, an Alice in Wonderland page. Loved it. This was a really neat one too. This version, I think this was from the 60s actually. This is from the Mother Goose books that I love so much. I love all these images so much. Let me show you the versions that I have a couple of them. The real Mother Gooses. Yeah, I always pick, well, I don't always pick them up, but if I find some, especially the older ones, because the paper is, you know, like everything else we talk about, the paper was so thick and so substantial in the older ones. If I find them at the thrift store, I will pick them up. I love those. This is actually from a planner. So I just cut off the planner holes on the side and made my own. Yeah. Oh, look, here's another one of those fussy cut images from a coloring book. Coloring book that someone sent me. Yeah. And then here is just some offcuts from the paper pack. Another one of those images. Look at this one, how cute. Let your life be your art. And then, let's see, how did I have these? I had these in the tuck, in the pocket, and then these in the tuck. And then that's it. And then I just covered, because it had a barcode right here, and I covered it with this little tag. Yeah. You guys will have to tell me what you think. I was really happy with it. There are probably a few more things that I could do to it. Like I need to go back through and just check it out and, you know, take out that one page. But for the most part, I think I'm gonna put her on display. That's what I do with my journals right now. I just put them on display so I can look at them, and they're so cute. Yeah. Well, thank you guys so much for coming along. I appreciate each and every one of you. Remember what I always say. I hope that whatever it is that you get to do today or in the next few days, at least part of it is as much fun as I've had sharing this journal with you all. Thanks. We'll talk soon.